Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Kingsbury. This is another segment of Brian Reads the News. Today I heard about this story on the radio. It was too crazy. I couldn't believe it. It's about eBay paying $3 million after employees sent a fetal pig funeral wreath to a Boston couple. Just craziness. $3 million they got. Let's take a look at this one. There you see it. This one comes from usatoday.com. It's written by Norman Miller. It says eBay to pay $3 million after employees sent fetal pig funeral wreath to Boston couple. So I'm a reseller and I have a daily vlog. I'm an eBayer myself, so when I heard about this story I had to look into it. It says here, the resolution comes after several employees at the online auction company terrorized the couple, Ina and David Steiner, for months after they published criticisms of the company on their e-commerce news site, E-commerce Bytes. Authorities say the employees' harassment campaign, including mailing disturbing items to Steiner's home, including a fetal pig, a bloody pig mask, live insects, a book on surviving the death of a spouse, and a funeral wreath. The co-conspirators also used Craigslist to invite strangers to the couple's home for sexual encounters. And they also sent private and public threats to the couple on social media and threatened to visit them at their home, according to authorities. Man, they went at them pretty hard. It makes me wonder what they said on that site. I mean, some threats like that is pretty crazy. Can't believe it. Let's see what else they have to say. Acting U.S. Attorney for Massachusetts Joshua S. Levy said the company's employees and contractors involved, quote, putting the victims through pure hell in a petrifying campaign aimed at silencing their reporting and protecting the eBay brand. eBay engaged in absolute horrific criminal conduct, Levy added. The article goes on to ask the question, what did eBay do? eBay was criminally charged with stalking through interstate travel, stalking through electronic communications, witness tampering, and obstruction of justice, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Massachusetts. The company ultimately entered a deferred prosecution agreement following the charges. That means prosecutors would not move forward in the criminal case in exchange for eBay meeting certain requirements. As part of the agreement, eBay admitted to prosecutors' recitation of facts about the company's conduct and agreed to pay $3 million criminal penalty, which is the maximum fine for the 6 offenses. eBay is also required to hire an independent corporate compliance monitor for 3 years and to make extensive enhancements to its compliance program. Authorities said that harassment began in 2019 after the Steiners wrote material that eBay officials saw as negative toward the company. The Department of Justice said that because of those articles, Jim Baugh, then eBay's Senior Director of Safety and Security, and 6 other security team members began a harassment campaign against the Natick couple. They have a quote here. It says, quote, "We left no stone unturned in our mission to hold accountability every individual who turned the victim's world upside down through a never-ending nightmare of menacing and criminal acts," Levy said. The investigation led to felony convictions for 7 individuals, all former eBay employees or contractors, and the ringleader, who was sentenced to 57 months in federal prison. A criminal investigation into the harassment campaign began after the victims spotted a surveillance team following them. Baugh and other members of the conspiracy lied to the police and deleted evidence as well as falsified records in an attempt to mislead police. All 7 who participated in the harassment have been convicted. Baugh was sentenced to 57 months in prison in September of 2022. David Harville, Director of Global Resiliency, was sentenced to that month to 2 years in prison. Stephanie Popp, a Senior Manager of Global Intelligence, was sentenced in October 2022 to 1 year in prison. Philip Cook, a Senior Manager for Security Operations, was sentenced in July of 2021 to 18 months in prison and 12 months of home confinement. Stephanie Stockwell and Veronica Zay, who also worked in the intelligence division, were each sentenced to 1 year of home confinement in October of 2022 and November of 2022, respectively. The final member of the conspiracy, Brian Gilbert, a former senior manager of security operations, has pleaded guilty and is awaiting sentencing. Quote, today's settlement holds eBay criminally and financially responsible for emotionally, psychologically, and physically terrorizing the publishers of an online newsletter out of fear that the bad publicity would adversely impact their Fortune 500 company, said Jody Cohen, special agent in charge of the FBI's Boston division, in a statement. Quote, it also puts in place some much-needed checks and balances to ensure an overhaul of eBay's corporate culture by requiring it to implement a revamped compliance and ethics program designed to prevent the recurrence of the appalling conduct we uncovered in this case. Looks like it has the next headline has a quote from the Steiners that says, quote, eBay's actions against us had a damaging and permanent impact. On Thursday, the Steiners released a statement on their e-commerce Bytes website. In quote, in 2022, we were crushed when we learned the government had not interviewed the top executives at eBay as part of its criminal investigation. The statement reads, as victims of the despicable crimes meant to destroy our lives and our livelihood, we felt it was vital to do everything in our power to make sure a thing never happened to anyone else. eBay's actions put against us had a damaging and permanent impact on us, emotionally, psychologically, physically, reputationally, and financially. And we strongly pushed federal prosecutors for further indictments to deter corporate executives and board members from creating a culture where stalking and harassment is tolerated or encouraged, their statement continues. The Steiners started their website in 1999 and gave a voice to those who may have been wronged by eBay, and the company did not like that. According to their statement, since the harassment came to light, several people told the Steiners they were afraid of retaliation if they made their complaints public. The statement goes on to say, quote, we were targeted because we gave eBay sellers a voice and because we reported facts that top executives didn't like publicly laid bare, the Steiners said in their statement. The next headline says, a pending civil suit. Although the agreement settles the criminal case, the Steiners have filed a civil lawsuit against eBay and co-conspirators which remains open in federal court. James Anawan, eBay CEO since April of 2020, rebuked the company's behavior. Quote, the company's conduct in 2019 was wrong and reprehensible, Ion said in a statement. From the moment eBay first learned of the 2019 events, eBay cooperated fully and extensively with law enforcement authorities. We continue to extend our deepest apologies to the Steiners for what they endured. Since these events occurred, new leaders have joined the company and eBay has strengthened its policies, procedures, controls, and training. Anwan added, eBay remains committed to upholding high standards of conduct and ethics and to making things right with the Steiners. The Steiners' attorney in the civil case, Rosemary Shapiccio, could not be reached for the comment. The trial in the civil case is scheduled for May of 2025, with the Steiners saying they will pursue the case until the end. Quote, after today's announcement, we remain determined to push for answers and do whatever we possibly can to ensure that no corporation ever feels that the option exists for them to squash a person's First Amendment rights, the Steiners' statement read. It's that important. Wow, it's hard to believe that that many people in eBay's company came together to try to go after these people, and the ways that they did it is just crazy when you think about it. They're sending a fetal pig, a bloody pig mask, live insects. I mean, the radio show said they sent them cockroaches in the mail. I mean, that's disgusting. It also says a book on surviving the death of a spouse and a funeral wreath. I mean, that's pretty crazy. You imagine that coming to your door? I mean, even if you talked about the corporation, for someone to send that to you, it's just unbelievable. I mean, $3 million though is a lot of money, so I mean, could be more, I guess, but $3 million, and they did some serious jail time too. 57 months, I think it said. That's like 5 years. Yeah, it looks like the top guy, Ba is his name, B-A-U-G-H. He got 57 months. It says here that he lied to the police, deleted evidence, falsified records, and misled the police. I mean, so obviously he made it tough on the police to get this conviction, but yeah, 57 months for a little harassment. I mean, I guess not little, it was pretty significant, but that's a long time to be in jail. So as a reseller the last 20 years, it kind of makes me wonder, you know, how does a case like this, $3 million payout, how does that affect business? You know, is that money, where's that money coming from? Does that mean we get another increase in fees next year? I mean, it looks like they have a new CEO in charge, and there's going to be obviously new hirings for all those people who were part of this, but pretty crazy that something like that can go on inside a corporation like eBay. It's hard to believe. Let me know what you guys think about this story. I mean, is it crazy as I thought it was? I mean, I heard it on the radio. I thought I definitely had to share it with you guys to see what everybody thought about it in the reseller community. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Is this something that could happen again in the future, or you think that if they hire the right people and have the right protocols involved, this stuff will never happen again? It seems like people are quite vindictive. You say something about them and they work for that company, they take it personal, and they definitely did take it personal. A whole group of them went after these guys, the Steiners. You kind of feel sorry for them, but who knows what they said. I mean, I guess you got to go on that site, e-commerce bites, that's their website, so maybe I'll check that out, see what it's all about. The Steiners, anything, they not only get that $3 million come up financially, but if that website is still in operational, they're going to get quite a bunch of new fans when a story like this gets published. It's on the radio, it's just put out on USA Today, so it's all over the news feed these days. So their site is about to take off for sure. So I want to thank everybody for clicking on this story and taking the time to hear about this crazy news, this eBay news. Like I said, I'm a full-time reseller. I do a daily vlog. I do online arbitrage videos where I buy junk drawer lots and flip that stuff for cash for profits on eBay. I also do live music videos. I often go to concerts and record that sort of thing. In the short section, I have a section called Bolos with Brian. That's where I find items that are selling pretty good with good sell-through rates, and I let everybody know about them. So if you want to follow my channel, that's a great way to educate yourself about what's selling really well on eBay. So when you go out sourcing next time to make some money yourself, you know what to look for. So I encourage you all, hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and come on back and maybe we can get some more great stories like this. I'm gonna look into this a little bit more. Maybe I'll do a follow-up, who knows. I'll see what I can find on the e-commerce bites site, see what it's all about. Maybe the Steiners will come out with another statement. They didn't say all too much about it. They're probably pretty happy. Collected $3 million is quite a come up, but we'll see what this one leads to. I want to thank everybody for watching this one. Thanks for watching till the very end. Like I said, I'm trying to monetize this channel, trying to get to that 4,000 hours of watch time. So yeah, you really helped me with that, and I thank you for it. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.